Hello friends of paperbound knowledge transfer, and welcome to another book review on my channel. Today's book is Cogs, Caravels and Galleons, the sailing ship from the year 1000 to 1650. This book is the third book in a 12-book series about the history of the ship from its very beginnings right up to nearly the present day. The book is from the Conway's publishing company, which used to heavily specialize in publishing books on naval topics. The series was published in the 1990s in a non-chronological manner. I am currently reading through the series and I'm going to eventually review all of these books. You can find links to the books, the two other ones that I've already reviewed, in the description, and the playlist with all the reviews as they come online. But for now, we will have a look at this book. Let us first have a look at the structure and the content of the book. Like all other books in the series, this book is made up of a number of semi-independent articles which were written by experts in their respective fields about different aspects of the main topic. The book is introduced or started by an introduction, who would have thought, which gives an overview about the entire period covered. After that, there are 12 main chapters. The first 7 of those each deal with a ship type of the period. For example, the cog as a trading and as a warship. As well as, for example, the carrack or the galleon. I particularly liked the chapter about the flute, and especially the fact that it was specifically designed with a quite small deck area to save on a Danish tax. From chapter 8 onwards, the chapters are about the different aspects concerning ships, for example, ship construction or building techniques in the period under review. For example, coastal navigation in the shipfaring in the Mediterranean. All those chapters are pretty richly decorated and ornated, or illustrated better, with pictures, with models and graphics to illustrate the ships and concepts covered. As in all these books, there's also quite an extensive bibliography at the end, a glossary of terms, and an index. Because the positive and negative points I can say about this book are pretty similar to what I said about the first 2 books, I will keep it short this time and you can read what I said last time, and I will only add what is new with this book. And that in this book, at least in this book for me, is pretty Eurocentric. I would guess that there were sailing ships in other parts of the world at the same period, for example in China, and it would have been nice if it had been included. I guess they had good reasons for it not to include it, but it would have been nice nonetheless. For a positive aspect that I didn't mention already, I can say that I particularly like the cover art, not only of this book but also the other 2 that I've already reviewed, and the others going forward, which you will see in the future. And that's also a nice aspect, and it looks good, it feels good, and this is nice to have it. My final verdict on this book. There is a lot of fascinating information on a fascinating period in the ship's history. If you are looking for a good introduction into this time frame of ship development on a kind of level just below a very serious researcher, and or if you want to follow the entire history of the ship from its very beginnings till today, then this is a good book for you, in my opinion. Put differently, if you are able to find one of these books for a relatively good price, go and buy it. My reading suggestions for this topic, well, who could have guessed, are then the first two books in the series, which I've already reviewed on the earliest ships and on the Mediterranean Oared Vessel, on which I've already done videos, and which I, yes, as I said, link in the description. And really are the other books in the series that I've read, pretty much all of them now, and I can already recommend them. That's my opinion on this book. Maybe you have a different opinion on the book, or maybe you have a much better book on this period, on this topic, which you can recommend to me. I would be very interested to hear about that, so maybe write me a comment into the description. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Have fun reading. Goodbye.